What's up, soldiers? Your boy Chris here, CaribbeanPod.com, vibes and up in the kitchen as usual. This video is in response to the fellow who wrote in and said, Chris, that fried chicken, and I have I think 3 or 4 fried chicken recipes on CaribbeanPod.com. The particular one he was speaking about, he expected more flavor and more bang from it. Apologies, but say what, not everybody in the Caribbean can handle the heat. Don't get tired, not everybody eats in that fire stuff. Caribbean sunshine good, but not for everybody. In this recipe today, however, big people thing, not sure how many of you can handle this one, but it is a wicked fried chicken. We're doing it spicy on all levels. Now remember, you can hold back on the level of spice and heat and pepper sauce that you're using in here, but you're gonna like this one, man. They vibes it up, fried chicken to the extreme. So the very first thing we've got to do is season and marinate this chicken. Overnight would be best. I'm pressed for time, so I'm just going to be doing it for a couple hours. And what I did was I have drumsticks and thighs, and all I did was I washed it as we normally do in the Caribbean with some lime juice and water. Trimmed off most of the fat that I could find on there, and I left the skin, because that's what fried chicken is all about. If you're concerned about the skin and the fat and stuff like that, go get a carrot or something. Fried chicken is not for you, because this is all about oil and fat and everything else. We're going to go in with some salt and be generous with the salt because this is a brine. It won't be when we're done, we're going to drain all of this out, so don't be too concerned about that. I've got here a whole whack of black pepper. We're going to go in with some ground allspice, and all the ingredients I use here will be posted on CaribbeanPod.com, as well as down in the description you'll find everything listed. And this is what's going to make it fiery. This is what's going to make it real hot. As I said, keep the kids away. This is for big people. And that is homemade pepper sauce. You can use any hot sauce you like, but if you can get your hands on a good Caribbean pepper sauce or hot sauce, that would be ideal. You'll find that it's not like the typical Frank's Red Hot and stuff like that. It's pretty much vinegar more than anything else. For a bit more heat and depth and flavor, I'm going in with some grated ginger. That's going to add a nice brightness to this fried chicken. And you know, we can't be doing a Caribbean fried chicken without our some Caribbean green seasoning. So as you can see, it's all kind of bold flavors going in there. And to finish off this sort of brine or marinade, we're going to go in with buttermilk. Now buttermilk is not something we traditionally use in the Caribbean, but I quite like using it because it helps to tenderize chicken pieces. I'm going to go in now with my fingers, massage that all the way nice and lovely, and then let it marinate. As I said, in the fridge overnight would be best. Put some cling wrap over it, a couple hours at least. Well, that's what I'm doing, and then we're gonna get to the actual frying. It's well mixed and incorporated. Everything is sitting in that lovely sort of brine or marinade that we have going on here. If you cannot get buttermilk as I used there, you can go in with one beer. A beer would be good in here as well. You know, patience now, and then we're gonna get to the actual frying, you know. I went ahead and removed all the chicken pieces from the bowl where it was marinating, but I left back about 3/4 cups of the sort of marinade, the sort of brine that we had in there, and to it I have 2 eggs, and we're gonna go in again, a little bit more fire, a little bit more spiciness, some curry powder. And I've got some smoked paprika. Now if you want, rather than putting it in the sort of the wash here, you can mix it into the flour that we're going to be using. But I much prefer it here as it's going to coat the outside more evenly as far as I'm concerned. And all I'm going to do is use a fork, and I'm just going to whisk that all together. For my dredge, I've got here all-purpose flour, and I'm going to go in with cornstarch. And again, all the ingredients, the exact measurements that I use will be mentioned in the description below, as well as on CaribbeanPod.com. Now I want to just give this a good mix just to incorporate everything. just quickly show you my setup. So here I have my vegetable oil heating on a high flame in a nice deep pot I'm using, Mr. Dutchy. That's just because when the fries, it's not going to splatter all over the place. We've got that that egg mixture that we have there, the sort of flour combined with the cornstarch, and we've got the chicken. So the chicken will go from there to the eggs, to the flour, to the fryer. Pretty much all you're doing then is putting it into your hot oil, and you can use whatever sort of fat you like frying your chicken in. In my case here, I like vegetable oil, and that is simply because, one, it works great on a high temperature, and two, it doesn't impart any sort of additional flavor to the oil. You can use peanut oil, coconut oil, lard, anything you like. I'm going to turn my heat on. I don't want it to get brown on the outside too fast. The whole idea is to cook it all the way through. Right? It's been going now in total for about 25 minutes. I've been flipping them over. You can see it developed some nice color. I'm not sure it's going to show up in the camera there because of the lighting. Fully cooked all the way through. So all I have here is my wire basket lined with paper towels. Shake, shake, and put them to this. Drain out that extra fat. Nobody want that extra fat in their life. Oh yeah, we know it's fried chicken, but say what? And then back in with another batch. Remember, 3-4 pieces so we don't overcrowd the pot, and continue frying. Just about to take out the last batch out of the oil here. Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com. Always a pleasure to have you guys here in the kitchen with me. Remember to give the video a thumbs up. Add some more pepper sauce in the brine if you want it more hot. And obviously you can serve it with more pepper sauce as well. If spicy is your thing, you gotta love this one, man. Bless up.